Bagfuel, baby.
What's the misconception of gangbanging?
That violence is a part of the culture.
It's not?
No.
What,
No,
nigga?
it's not. More about gangbanging is about fun and having fun and fucking with your homies and being poor together. You know what I mean? Like, there's no annual fights. You know what I mean? Where you gotta go squabble these niggas up. There's no,
Y'all always warring, so you don't have to have no annuals every day.
It's something, but it's not nearly the way you think. It's more about people really Look, I don't want to sound like a Crip commercial. I'm saying it's been painted in a. I'm not like it ain't the Boys and Girls Club. I'm saying it's been painted in a way that's a little disingenuous to be more provocative.
So people shouldn't be afraid of it. They should be welcoming of it.
No. They should be like, it's something going on that I'm not sure of, and if I want to know, I should ask more questions.
Gotcha.
So there's only one great black organization to me in America, and that's the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
Yo,
Every other one.
I thought you was gonna say Crips.
No. Crips is like a regular thing. Like, you could either be a good man coming out of being a Crip, or you could be a horrible nigga.
They got horrible niggas coming out of the Nation of Islam.
But he's talking about in totality over.
But what I like about the Nation is they're the only black organization that would take a nigga that's a one.
Yeah,
he could be the worst nigga in the world.
That's a fact.
And I seen some of the worst niggas in the world, Farrakhan, clean that nigga up and make him a 10. That's the only thing. Greek fraternities, you got to be at a 6. You had to get in college. If you get into college, you already leagues above a lot of niggas that come from the ghetto. You feel me? So they'll take a 6 to a 10, but the Nation of Islam, the only thing to me that could take a 1 to a 10.
Never looked at it like that.
They could take the worst homie. The worst homie. Homie be wow. That nigga about 3 years later be suited and tight and shit, tie and shit. He making sense like, nah, G, don't eat that. Like, it changed my life, bro. I lost 70 pounds fucking with the homies. You know what I mean? Like, bro, them niggas is,
different.
That's the only brother that I really think of, you know what I mean, as a real leader of brothers. Yeah, that's it, bro. Like,
how old is he now?
Like 90-something.
And he's still strong.
They could take a 1. Them brothers could take a 1. A nigga that's like, he's the worst of society, and make him a 10. He just polish him up. Nigga, that's what this shit is about.
That's definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Helping each other. So gangs is like, you know, they could take a 1 and you just be a 1. It's too accepting. Everybody, they don't demand the best out of you. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's an organization.
You gotta do that for yourself.
And they would empower you. Here's something else I realized. No lie, bro. When I came to my homies and I told them I wanted to be a rapper, they laughed. I was like, what? Nigga, you don't rap, nigga. You talking about rapper. Nigga, you ain't never rap. I'm like, yeah, I just started rapping about a year and a half ago. They're like, man, you tripping. The more I took it serious, I went to them for money, they helped me do it. I think back now, I had really great grades in school, took AP classes. I was trying to go to Azusa Pacific, but I was worried I couldn't afford it. My mom went to the feds. I could have went to my homies at 17, 18 and said, hey, I want y'all to finance my first year of college, and they would have did it. But I wasn't thinking like that. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I let everybody, even though I grew up there, I let everybody program me about a bunch of men. Some of these niggas, the same homie that taught me how to sell crack and make crack taught me how to fish. Same homie that taught me how to sell sherm taught me how to tie a tie. You know what I'm saying? These is men. So it's like you can learn what you want to learn. Like if they think you trying to go right in life, they gonna push you that way. If you gonna fuck up, they gonna for sure show you how to be the best fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But they'll push you whichever way you want to go, and you know, whatever that's worth. But it's true. Like if you want to be a doctor, they gonna encourage you. Straight up. If you like, I want to be a doctor. And they'll push back on you like,
you going to school and you doing your thing, they like, oh, this nigga about to be a doctor.
Leave that nigga alone. And that's for all our ghettos. That ain't no different with this one. You know what I mean? But, you know, like, I appreciate that about my homeboys. Like, when I came to them and they wanted me to do it, they was like, yeah, and they gave me some money. I took money, made some money, put it all together and made it happen. So that's some of these things that's not talked about in gangs. It's not talked about that. You know, people you see a lot of hate Big U takes. Man, they went to Big U. He made 1,000 things happen. He didn't be like, oh, you know what? I'm not helping you with this rap shit. Nigga, you stay your ass in the street and kill niggas. No, he was like, man, what you want to do? If you went to to Big U right now and say, man, I want to be a doctor. And you got the grades and shit, man, that nigga gonna probably know some nigga that can help you get a scholarship.
Mm.
And nobody talks about that part. They only talk about, oh, well, you know, he did blah, blah, blah. But whoever you are, they'll magnify it. And they gonna try their best.
What does being a Crip mean to you?
That's a great question. The law will never be the ultimate morality in my decision. That's the most important thing. The law is not superior to who I am. I'm going to rock it how I got to rock it. And whatever come with it, come with it. That's what being a Crip is. The day I decide that the law is more important than whatever decision I'm going to make, then it's over. I need to retire.
So you don't want to be in fear of consequences based on society standards.
I'm not. Right. One thing that helps Dog in this situation that you know, which ain't no situation, this motherfucker filthy rich and he more popping than he ever was, that nigga's a Crip. So everybody doing all that old punk shit, he cared this much.
Mm.
All you doing is add more comments, because Dog, I always tell Charlamagne this, you got to be a villain the whole time. Don't think as a brother from art background and street urban culture, you supposed to be America's hero. You know what I mean? You got to be a villain, and Dog is somebody who always, I know he always locks in on understanding he's the villain. Because I'm sure it was a time he was getting all the love. He was just at the Olympics and shit. He was cripping on the Olympics and
going
Super
crazy.
Bowl cripping and shit. You know, eventually these motherfuckers gonna treat you like a nigga eventually, you know, so he's great in that role.
This is time.
Yeah, this ain't nothing. This nigga was, they wouldn't let him in England. This nigga was fighting a case for his life. He done went through all kind of shit. This shit ain't nothing.
He's the only nigga that's allowed to smoke in Dubai.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Dog. And was gonna smoke if they didn't let him.
What's the difference between Bloods and Crips?
Nothing.
Just the colors.
It's all a bunch. It depends on who you ask, but I would say nothing.
Because it seems like some are more vicious than others. Niggas act like y'all are more cool, but when they talk about the rolling 60s, they act like that they're more violent than the rest of the niggas. Don't fuck with them, but then they act like all the Bloods is just out there just doing whatever the fuck that they want to do. Is that true?
Or is it Hollywood?
Nah, it's all Hollywood. Like, the Bloods are smaller in LA, but that makes them hyper violent. You know what I mean? Crips are deep, and some of them are hyper violent. It's really just where you grew up at. There are some cultural nuances, and for the most part, it's the same, nigga. You know what I mean? You got to really deal with everybody the same.
Do you really love blue, or you just rock it because that's your shit?
Nah, I like navy blue. It just worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out.